Alright, should be recording. I see the file and all. Yeah, I was hoping to maybe put this into Windows. My computer's been acting a little weird recently, and just don't want something to go wrong and force it to crash. Anyway, continuing in Darksiders II Deathinitive Edition, I finally come back to it. And yeah, I do kind of remember where I am. And yeah, because I wanted to get to the options, which I do not understand why there's so many games that in order to get to the options, you have to first load the game, that you can't access options before. You know, from the main menu, it makes no sense. Anyway. It was just Crowfather talking about, hey, you basically met me again, the way to the Well of Souls is locked, but there are keys for every door, and have to work on getting one now, and I'm trying to remember, what all do I have? No, I can't. Okay, I don't remember where I can. In here? 3. Hopefully that'll be enough. Because I'm gonna have this fight up here that I didn't do last time because it was annoying. It was also, I had just beaten that, that one guy. The almost Cthulhu looking. Do have some news to talk about. Oh yeah, that. But you know, gonna focus on this first. Holy crap! I am already about to die. This won't actually help me that much. I'm great, but... Oh, I somehow actually timed that correctly. And I'm using that weapon that it intrinsically does health. Alright. Let's see how this guy interferes. I know last time he wasn't taking as many enemies as I would have liked, but whatever.
It is. To me, quickly.
There we go. That. Hang on. Okay, let's do that. I think will get me some stuff. God damn, I was really hoping I had a little bit more time before. Alright.
Welcome to Lost Light.
Yay!
From one warrior to another.
Do I know you?
I am Nathaniel. I fought beside you at the gates of Eden. Would have died were it not for your blades. But I'm not troubled that you don't recall me. Your thoughts that day were on killing Nephilim.
You're of the Hellguard.
I was. But I guard the light now. And the Archon. You'll find both in the Crystal Spire. But something tells me you are not here to glory in my master's radiance.
What gave that away? I'm looking for a key.
I would guess that what you seek is no simple key. For that, you should consult the Archon. He sees much from the peak of his spire. I have everything an angel needs. As for you...
Oh, hang on. I will talk to him.
Not all of heaven is against you. Just enough to be worried.
I saw it while in the cutscene. Well, not cutscene, but in the interaction prompt with him. Actually, let me... Alright. Can look around some, and also you can start talking about some of the stuff, which I've got a few game things that are actually from, I just put up today, well not just, a couple hours ago, put up today, since remember I recorded this on Friday, and it's a good thing too, because my internet is not so happy uploading recently. Like, I would not be able to live. So there's, yeah, some of the game stuff. There's also some hardware-related news, not strictly hardware. Though I did see some rumors today that apparently the oh good, there's something to pick up here. That the Ryzen XT CPUs, so that's the supposedly the Ryzen 5 3600 XT, Ryzen 7 3700 XT, 3800 XT, I don't remember. And the what did I just pick up? That might be what I picked. I don't know. No, this is what I picked. The Ryzen 9 3900 XT, which seemingly are going to be more refined versions of the currently available CPUs, potentially slotting in the same price point, but being, but because they clock higher and such, will be better offers. Apparently, they have been having some listings appear, so that's positive. I haven't looked too closely at that because, like, well, I'd like to see some official stuff. I did take care of those.
Whatever you're here for, I hope you find it.
How did you come to leave
yeah,
the Hellguard?
Abaddon sent me here to watch over the Crystal Spire and the Archon. There is much at stake should the Spire fall.
And it's worth noting that though this is after the beginning of Darksiders 1, it's before the end, so we don't yet know about Abaddon's betrayal.
What is this place?
An outpost. We call it Lost Light, for what we left behind in the White City. Here, we are closer to darkness.
And who is this Archon?
Lucian is the head of the scriptorium. Those angels who record all that he sees when he peers into the shadow. The Ivory Citadel holds their records, an archive vast beyond thinking.
Where is this citadel?
Lost beyond the mists. Pray your business never sends you there.
Oh, but it will.
The Archon's that way, horseman.
Perhaps I have other business.
If that business takes you to the kingdom of the dead, you would serve the light to deliver this scroll.
What business have you in that land of corpses?
I seek an old friend, a lost soul. Where better to look? Take that scroll to the undead court, that they may answer my question. Find the one who guards the throne. He will have my answer.
There.
That's close enough.
But the top thing I have on there, because it was earliest in the week, is the revelation that apparently some motherboard manufacturers for AMD motherboards have been putting in a bias. So basically, the performance of your CPU is dependent on various things, especially today because so much is handled algorithmically, where it sees that, oh, I can draw more power, so I can use the power to go to a higher frequency, and the cooling is still so good that I, can go to a higher frequency without incurring thermal throttling and things like that. And apparently, part of how AMD CPUs work is to rely on information from the motherboard for what the VRMs are doing. So the components that actually build up a charge and then deliver that power to the CPU. Well, this external telemetry is not fed directly as a value into the CPU. It is gotten as a unitless number on an undefined scale that then a chip on the motherboard looks up what the value is and reports that to the CPU. Thing is, if you manipulate this, then you could tell the CPU that it is drawing less power than it actually is. Why would you do this? In theory, it's so that you could basically trick the GPU into pulling more power than it should. Pulling more power than it thinks it is, which would allow it to boost higher. And the way this was discovered is that hardware info, in a beta version of that, they've enabled tracking for this.
This is no place for a horse.
No, what is it? Yeah, it is E. So you can actually see what this offset is, which I did quickly test on the test system. So that it's with an MSI B450M mortar motherboard in there, but it is also important to note that it is not on the newest BIOS. I haven't updated since I got it because I'm not running a 3000 series chip in there. It's just 2700X, so it doesn't need the I don't feel it needs the newest BIOS. That's okay. Here. Yeah, it was actually funny when I did that test. It said that it was at 105%. I don't know why I was saying 1,000. Which I think is because I have a undervolt applied. So it's not actually thinking it's drawing less power than it really is. I think it's just slight confusion there. That's a problem. Yep. Maybe here? Nope, that's there. think this is what I need to do. It might not be, though, because we will be getting into time manipulation at some point. I don't remember when. Oh, wait, no. This is going to be teleportation first. And now my brain just wants to partially turn off. But, yeah, so the whole... Under some circumstances, there may be AMD CPUs that draw more power than they think they should be, which in a way might run them out of spec, but as at least one place noted, Nantech with Ian Cuttress was noting, yeah, it's not hard to know what is out of spec for AMD. Oh, didn't realize that this was stuff I would grab onto. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back to... because I didn't go all the way over there. Because, like, Intel has certain things clearly defined. If you go past this limit, you're out of spec. AMD, it's not so clear, was part of his point. But AMD has weighed in on this, and basically said that... I think they said they're not necessarily happy with it, but that there's enough internal checks in the CPU. Okay, so there's nothing over here. That no, you don't need to worry about the CPU being damaged, and that was also a point of the Dr. Cuttress's piece at Nantech. That yeah, it's not. You don't have to worry about this, because like what some people were talking about was electromigration, which is basically you have electrons moving along a wire in the CPU. Well, every now and then those electrons hit an atom instead of just being carried. And when that happens, they can actually knock the atom out of place, resulting in it, moving, it migrating over. But he also made the point that, yeah, this has been known about for a long time. Designers and the manufacturers, like TSMC, Global Foundries, etc., they know how to handle this. And have been handling it, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And AMD base said that, yeah, everything's fine. They're not necessarily happy about this, but this isn't
out of the shadows and into the light. I see you, horsemen. The things you have done.
It isn't as big an issue as some were.
I know why you are here.
Then you will give me the key.
I have guarded the key for centuries. It is mine, and I will not part with it lightly. Not now. Corruption spreads. In our city. In our hearts. Only I remain pure. A beacon against the darkness. Helpless to push it back.
We are not all helpless, Archon.
Perhaps not. After the seals were broken, and Hell's legions loosed upon the earth, many divine relics were lost. One, the Rod of Arafel, could help reverse what has happened here. I dare not retrieve the rod myself. The gates to the White City are closed to any angel who visits Earth. But you are no angel. Acquire the rod, and I will clear a path into my citadel. There you will find the key to the Tree of Life. As for what you will find on Earth, after you face it, even you may curse the name of war.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure people are going to be watching it. The real thing that's annoying about it is that with this biasing, is that it means you can't necessarily trust the software reported values for power consumption. I would lose 37 resistance. I think, yeah, let's give that a good try. I just want to clear this stuff. But yeah, so it's like hopefully there'll be enough pushback on this that motherboard manufacturers will start releasing BIOSes where it's at least an option, so you can turn it off, or at least be otherwise transparent. Anyway, what else have I got? PS5 stuff, which is mainly certain game announcements. Simply put an L instead of K, but the EK kits, I figure I can talk about both of those things. A couple game things, and then some news concerning Jim Keller, which I just realized, am I sure that's his name?
There are more than corpses.
I know Keller is. I think it's Jim Keller. Anyway, basically one of the CPU gurus today, you could almost say. CPU architecture gurus. He's quite skilled at it and has worked at AMD, has worked at Intel, worked at Tesla.
What the hell God doing on Earth?
But yeah, he helped with making Zen at AMD. Then he left AMD. Did he go AMD and Tesla then Intel? Did he go AMD Intel? I don't remember, but he has resigned from Intel apparently for personal reasons. I didn't write something up because I'm not sure. I don't know enough about him to like write a full piece.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, I'm expecting combat soon, so I was stopping talking. But he has agreed though to be a consultant for 6 months to help with the transition as they shuffle around team leads and such. And by team leads I mean like actual executives, but they would be leading various large teams in Intel.
Hellgod!
To cover for the loss of him. But it has been funny, because some were also trying to... I've seen some speculation suggesting that, oh no, he's actually left because Intel's in so bad a shape that he can't do anything to help them. It's like, I doubt that. It's like, personal reasons, and I think it even said in the Intel press release on it that they wish him and his family well, that there might be something just going on with his family that he has to deal with. That does sadly happen, so... Okay. I don't know why this crossed my mind now. It would cross my mind later. Hitman Absolution is currently free on GOG.
But you saved my life. Consider us.
But only for 72 hours, so that it's Monday?
A weapon of
Sunday?
immense
Monday? One of
power, brought to Earth by the Archon Hestus to battle the demons in the End War. But Hestus fell, and the rod was shattered. Now the Destroyer uses its pieces to fuel his army of darkness.
What was broken can be reformed. Where are the pieces of the rod?
In the hands of the Destroyer, he has summoned creatures from the abyss and drawn forth his chosen, things of blasphemy, who even now divide this world into their own hellish domains. The Suffering are one such beast. They feed upon the dead of this world and twist them into a swarm of flesh and bone that fight as one mind. It was they who attacked us moments ago.
One mind? easily sundered.
I will not risk more Helgard to recapture the Rod of Arafel. But, should you wish to undertake this fool's errand, then follow the trail of corpses left by my brethren.
A fool's errand. Well, it would not be my first.
Yep.
Why are the Helgods still on Earth? Who lost your ill? In case you haven't noticed.
Where else would we go? All of creation saw what happened here. How the Helgard marched before the seals were broken. The White City is closed to us. We can never go home.
What are these chosen? They don't look like demons.
No, they are something far more ancient, drawn from the heart of the Abyss. The most powerful serve the Destroyer, and rule in his name over ash and bone. The rest kill everything around them.
It is a wonder you've lasted this long. Even the dead march against you.
You speak of the Swarm. Of all the creatures that roam the wastes, they most hunger for revenge. Not even death can stop them.
How many angels died here, Yoru?
Too many. But for every dead angel there is another, kept alive against his will. Their suffering empowers the Destroyer. Perhaps you could release them from their torment, Pale Rider.
If you wish. However, all I can offer the captives is a swift end.
That is blessing enough.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. But I can't remember if Death does learn that Abaddon is the Destroyer. He might. Because I think Nathaniel ends up being aware of it. I just don't remember how. So yeah, I mentioned the Hitman Absolution, which I need to actually fully play that game. I do have it, and I started playing it a while ago, like years ago. Never finished it. And I really should, because I do enjoy the later Hitman games, so it's weird that I didn't finish that one. But what else have I got here? I guess I can... yeah, I'll do that. Talk about that first. The EK Classic and Quantum Power kits. So basically, EK has released updates to some of their kits. The EK Classic kits are the less expensive of the two, but with the updates have, like the components are now using their 5-volt DRGB standard instead of 12-volt RGB, and they come with a whole bunch of accessories and such to help with putting it together. And same is true for the Quantum Power, but that's like a step above. I don't know all the distinctions between the Classic DRGB and the Quantum Power, but they apparently do exist, especially because the Classic... Was it $300? $299 for the 360mm? I think it's the SE, so the Slim Edition radiators. As compared to... Yeah, so the Classic is available with both Slim and thick radiators, so SE and PE radiators, if you know the EK radiator series names. And for those that don't, basically, the thicker radiator, the more cooling, the greater its cooling potential, because it's more surface area then. But there are still advantages to slim radiators, since that can support be supported in more cases, things like that. They're also cheaper generally, I think. But yeah, so the Classic kits are available with both Slim and PE, the performance radiators, whereas the Quantum Power are only available with the performance protection. But yeah, the Quantum Tower are decidedly more expensive. I think the larger one with a 360mm radiator was 500 maybe? I don't quite remember, but yeah. Quite a bit more expensive. But hey, I mean, it gets you everything. And the nice thing about kits like that is it gets you everything you need. And this is also true of the classic kit. It gets you everything you need to get started in custom liquid cooling. I mean, it's annoying how zoomed in you are with this, but I like having range. Oh, so that's how that works. I thought it was more like a shotgun blast, not that it would travel out and then... There. I thought it was traveling out and then exploding. No, apparently not. Just looked that way from that one shot. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. So now, to the other Hitman news. So at yesterday's PlayStation 5 press event that Sony held, Hitman 3 was announced, and it is coming in January, which is pretty cool. I've been enjoying the recent Hitman games, both Hitman 1 and Hitman 2. And one neat thing is that, you know, obviously this is going to add new locations for its missions, but you will be able to, and if they had it in quotes, import the locations of the previous games. So you could actually do the entire, and it was referred to as the World of Assassination Trilogy, so this will be a concluding story. That you'll be able to do the full trilogy all in the one game, and also some of the unlocks from Hitman 2 will be available in there. That's definitely that they're doing that. And also interesting, I put it in the thing, in the multi-story roundup type thing I've been doing on Fridays. IO Interactive is actually self-publishing. This will be their first time self-publishing. They've been the developers for Hitman, I think, since the beginning. So it's like that's not the surprise that they're doing it isn't surprising, but the fact that they are self-publishing is curious, because they separated from Square Enix a while ago. WBIE formed a contract with them. I don't know if this is like, you know, that the contract has run out, or if this is separate from the contract. If they're not going to do any additional work with WBIE, I do not know. But yeah, may have to remember to reach out to find out about getting on the press list for it, though, since I am on WBIE's, but because this is technically something else, different company, may need to try to get on that list again. Also reminds me of another thing. Well, yeah, I'll talk about that after this other thing, which is one of the other announcements, GTA 5. The game that first released in 2013 is gonna have a new version made for the new generation of consoles, including PlayStation 5. So, yeah, it sounds like Series X is also getting a version. One thing that wasn't really clear, though, while there will be exclusive content to the new generation, for GTA Online at least, there will be exclusive content for the new generation and the PC. It didn't say, and I didn't send an email asking if we will see some of the enhancements come to the PC version. I hope so. It would make sense, but that doesn't have to mean anything. Funny things make sense and never happen. I mean, technically, one could argue that it would make sense that every game for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 would have a PC port, because they are basically mini PCs, specialized PCs. But it's, you know, it's not that simple. Never has been with consoles, never will be. That's just how it is. But still, I wrote that up because it's like, well, it did say there's exclusive content coming to the PC, and it's, I do think that's a story worth sharing. This looks like the way to go, so I'm gonna first check down here. Especially since Dust is over here. He normally points me towards things. Wait. Ah, there you are. Yeah, so the other thing that crossed my mind, Godfall. So this is Gearbox publishing. So even though Gearbox games are published by 2K, Gearbox, I don't remember how long ago now, basically decided to start doing publishing themselves. Not necessarily for their own games, but just as a being another publisher kind of deal. Yeah, I got swarmed there. Wow, that was bad. How far back's it gonna push me? There. But one of the games that was actually shown off at the Game Awards in December was Godfall, and they released a new trailer that showed off the gameplay, and I'm actually interested in talking about this, less because of, like, oh, we got gameplay of it, but it was a lousy trailer, I think, for a few reasons. One is, I don't think what it showed was, like, where did you come from? Who are you? I don't think it was that impressive a trailer. It's the thing that, you know, what it was showing, you could kind of see some... Now, true, this would still be early development, technically, for the console, for PlayStation 5, that's how they were showing it. But you could see some frame rate fluctuations. But it was also just, you know, weird. That it's like, they said it, the music it's set to doesn't, I don't think, fits the appearance, the visuals of the game. It didn't seem to help with any kind of, you know, like, tonality to the game either. It was, oh, I could have gone all the way around here. It's just weird. So, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're showing us gameplay, but it seemed like snippets of it. I don't think it was a very good trailer. It's like, they're definitely better game. Yeah. Deep Silver published game Windbound? Oh, I hope it's Windbound. Hope that's the name of it. It does look like an interesting game. Coming out August 28th, because that's what the announcement was. And besides getting a new trailer that shows gameplay in there, it also, you know, gave us the announcement of August 28th, which is actually, I know, same day as Wasteland 3. I said Wastelanders, that would be something different. So yeah, that trailer showing gameplay, I think, better trailer. Just because it's not only showing it, but it's got the proper tone with the music, in that I don't even remember what the music was. It didn't stand out, and that funny thing is, that's kind of... It's sad that music in games kind of is supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be something you don't notice, you don't really think about. It's like, that's good, because that means it fit perfectly. Now, there are also times, though, that, no, you want it heard, because it is fantastic and beautiful music, that you want it to stand out. But a lot of times, like, just normal gameplay, something else not necessarily called for, except in, like in this game, an arena fight, then it makes sense that it stands out. Do that. But yeah, so and that game does look interesting, Windbound, with it being a survival game where you have to, you're lost, you separate from your tribe. You're playing as a woman named Kara, one of the two. And you must survive in these forbidden islands, they're called. And I need to get up there somehow. Oh, is it as simple as that? Yes, it is. Hey, cool. Hey, sorry, getting back to Windbound. Where you're Kara trying to survive, and you basically need to go from one island to the next in the effort to... Isn't this... What? I just came out the... Is this not the way I came in? No, that's why I came in over here, didn't I? Yeah. Why it's revealed. Actually, that's good. Hang on. Time. 42 minutes. I can be stopping now. I already covered all. Oh, it crashed. Good thing I saved. Yeah, that's everything that I have written down here. Which isn't necessarily as much as it could be. Like, there's a lot of Ubisoft news. Like, we got Anno 1800 getting a DLC. The Division 2 getting title update 10, I think. New trailer, well, not exactly a trailer, but first look at split screen in F1 2020. Along with showing the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve? Villeneuve? I'm not sure. In Canada. Oh yeah, and I also got that Relicta release date trailer. Physics puzzle. It looks kind of interesting. Yeah, it is Windbound. Okay. Godfall thing, GTA 5. Oh yeah, Project Athea from Square Enix, which is a new IP, and it's kind of interesting. They were showing off an IP that they don't even have a finished title for yet. The working title is Project Athea, but it's targeting trying to do all, take advantage of all the power the PlayStation 5 offers, but it is also being developed for PC at the same time. Oh yeah, and For Honor, its latest season has begun. Same Tyranny. If you play the game, look into it. Though I don't know if that game will just give you updates on it. Anyway, but yeah, things going on there. Yeah, it's been a decent, past 2 days for news. Probably of all these, though, would be Windbound and Hitman 3 that personally interests me. That's like, I want to see how this goes. F1 2020, I'd probably get a key for that. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll probably enjoy it. I've been enjoying the other F1 game. Yeah. I do not know what to make of Godfall, though, because I just scroll down and I'm seeing that. I do not know. Because it's like, I don't know what it would offer that would make me interested. And that trailer with its music, it just... Because the music doesn't really fit with what you're watching. It doesn't set the tone for the world it feels. I do not understand that trailer construction. I really don't. And it doesn't give me any interest in the game. Anyway. Alright, 45 minutes. See you next time. I don't think there's... Something might come up next week to prevent me from streaming. I don't know. I was hoping for some stuff to come up this week. We'll just have to see. Yeah, that's all I got. See you next time.